Hello, this is a video telling you what I take when I go salmon fishing. I'll start off with wobblers, Rapala Countdown. In this colour, I like it a lot. I also like it in the brown and white. You can fish this anywhere, any form of current really, and it will fish. Excellent lures. I've caught bundles of fish on them. Yeah, they're just good. Something I'd always have in my box. Another firm favourite of mine, especially in this colour, which is the silver and orange, is a Rapala Husky Jerk. I think this is probably the, I'm not sure what centimetre this is, it's about 3 inches, maybe about 10. They do a smaller version, 7 centimetre version, which is also really good. I really like it, and I really like this colour. I don't know why, it's always done extremely well for me. Purple Whiskers 110, I suppose it's a copy, which it is. First time I used this, I caught 2 salmon on it. I've used it twice since then, and I've actually caught another 2 salmon on them. So it's turning out to be an incredible successful lure for me anyway. One thing I have noticed about this, I mean, it comes with 3 trebles. I always take them off. If you put a band through there, if you see my video on these, you put a band through there, you can hold the hook like that. Now, it isn't necessary to do that, because obviously when you've got the current just pushes the hook up like that. But what I have noticed is, while casting, if you don't have a band, the hook gets caught here, and it happens enough for it to become a bit of a pain. So my advice is, do fish them with the elastic band. And once again, they're a lure you can fish in all types of water. They're extremely good, and yeah, as I say, I mean, for me, it's got a fantastic record so far. Let's hope it continues. Great lures. And the last little one I will mention is the Rapala Countdown Elite, which I've tried this year really for salmon fishing. Probably sort of the first time I've tried it seriously for salmon fishing, and I caught 1 fish on it, and my friend caught a fish on it as well. They were both small grills, but there we go. They're a nice little size, this, look good in the water, and I'm sure it'll be successful in all manner of places. Next up we have spinner baits. This is a Mepps Long 3. I would far prefer it to be a Mepps Long 4, but I'm having real problems finding them. I like the silver colour in them, and I like the gold colour in them, and I've caught shed loads of fish on them. They're something I wouldn't be without. They're better suited to probably slower pools, or if you can fish slightly upstream, they're alright for that. You chuck them upstream, bring them back to you a bit faster than the current, and they work extremely well. As do the bigger bladed ones. These are Mepps 5 with the original wide blade. I prefer the longy, I really do. It's, you know, just a good lure. It's always been really good for me, but as I say, the number 4 is the one I prefer. But they're very hard to find nowadays. I don't find them anywhere, so I haven't actually got any, which is a shame. And then we have something not to be without, your flying sea. I don't know how many fish have been caught on flying seas, but it will be a lot. A lot of people use them. They're successful everywhere. On really big pools in really fast water, I don't like fishing them. They put up way too much resistance with the current. Unless, once again, you can whack them upstream, bring them back, then they work well. In slower pools, they're absolutely fantastic. Smaller rivers, they're great. They're fantastic lure, probably one of the best lures around actually. And they come, you can get them in all sorts of different weights and different colours. I like the red colour, I like the black. Some people do really well on the yellow colour. Not a favourite of mine, but there we go. I tried to make some heavier ones. I had a river in mind with quite a strong current, and my intention was to cast them out and fish them just on the edge of the current where the fish are going to lay. It wasn't very successful actually. My own made ones, they didn't spin well. They're not great at all. My advice is, don't buy one off me because they're pretty rubbish. And then we have a Rapala minnow spoon. My favourite colour is the orange and silver colour, which my last one I lost last week, so I have to try and find some more. Work anywhere, great lures, good action, catch plenty of fish on them, nothing wrong with them at all. I like them a lot. I've got a lot of time for them. Never fished a weedless version of it, but for salmon fishing I wouldn't. Really good lures, cast well, look good in the water, and catch you plenty of fish wherever you are. And then we have some spoons. It's always worth having a spoon. This is an original Toby, a bit manky. I think this 18 gram one. My favourite colour for salmon is the zebra one, the black and gold. Once again, I've lost them, I haven't got any, but I have to get some more. Always take a Toby, always catch a fish on them. I'll always give them a go every year. They're really, really good. Nothing wrong with them at all. Super lures, super spoons, excellent. And then we have a Western Great Heron. Once again, another great spoon. I prefer this in slower water. And I've caught plenty of fish on them. Good attractor of sea trout as well. As are most of them, to be honest. Although I don't have much luck with sea trout on the wobblers for some reason, but certainly on spoons and meps I do. Good lures, always worth having a couple in different colours. Viking herring. This is a 40 gram one. Bigger rivers, big spoon. Works well, incredibly popular in Scandinavia, in Norway. Just cast them out, let them come round with the current. And, you know, with your rod up high, same as you would with a fly really. And the fish just latch onto them, and always worth having a couple of like bigger, heavier spoons in the box. And now to this year's revelation. I've got a story. Here we go. Savage Gear Surf Seeker, a saltwater lure, meant for sea trout, meant for bass. It excels for both. I was fishing week before last. A lady that we were fishing with, we had a long, really long pool. You can fly fish the front of it, the head, you can fly fish the tail, but the middle's very, very deep. Current got quite a lot of them swirls on it, which makes fly fishing difficult, although you could put a sunray through it, strip fast, and some people did have success on that. But she said to me, oh, I'd like to go and spin that pool. So I said, yeah, sure. Take a box of spinners over there, take a box of lures, which she did, and she took the wrong box. She took a box of saltwater lures, mainly inline lures and things like surf seekers like this. Anyway, cut a long story short, she put this on. She came back, what, hour and a half later. She lost one fish and caught 2 grills on this, on the surf seeker. Now, maybe I'm a bit slow on the uptake, so obviously it was like wow, sort of thing. But I went and tried it afterwards. I didn't catch anything myself on it, but I went and tried to see what it looked like in like a fast current and that. And of course, there's absolutely no reason why this couldn't become a really good salmon lure. It's fantastic action in the water, does everything that a normal spoon does and does a bit more as it sinks. And yeah, great. So there we go, a bit of a revelation. The Savage Gear Surf Seeker catches salmon in rivers as well. Yep, there we go. I'll be using it more next time I go. Okay.